ASUS ROG Rapture GT-AC2900 Wireless Gaming Router Review. Traditionally, enthusiasts and players are one of the most desired consumers groups for computer equipment manufacturers. However, many companies allocate products for them in separate lines. One of the most famous on the market among them is ASUS ROG Republic of Gamers. At the same time, the series includes almost any components manufactured by the company, and not just such key components as video cards, motherboards or mice. There are wireless routers among them, which is quite logical, since the overwhelming number of popular game projects are interesting precisely in the network mode. ASUS already established itself in the high-end premium router market with its solid offerings, but there's always something new to do, and as 802.11 AC gets swept by the new 802.11ax, also networking for gaming is about more than just raw throughput. You also want the lowest latency possible, as well as the ability to prioritize gaming traffic over other applications that make use of the network. ASUS ROG Rapture GT-AC2900 router promised to offer all-in-one package. With it also received an endorsement by NVIDIA GeForce Now recommended router. So let's see what's performance really like. Feature highlights: triple-level game accelerator, optimizes your online gaming packets all the way from your PC to the game server. GeForce Now recommended router, enjoy an unrivaled cloud gaming experience with no latency. Aimesh supported, works with ASUS Aimesh compatible routers to create a powerful, flexible, seamless whole home Wi-Fi system. Frontline network security, lifetime free AI protection Pro, powered by Trend Micro, protects all connected devices from internet threats. ASUS Aura lighting, multiple effects for a stylish vibe, while can even be set to reflect the status of your network. Packaging: the router comes in a cardboard box with a dust jacket. It is decorated in the signature tones of the series, a combination of black and red. Also used are glossy varnish, mirror inserts and other eye-catching elements. The box contains detailed specifications, photographs, wiring diagrams, key product features and other useful information. Also, by additional icons on the box, you can find out about compatibility with Sony PlayStation 4, entering the list of recommended services for NVIDIA GeForce Now, support for Aimesh, air protection and game acceleration technologies. Power supply: the router is supplied with a power supply unit, socket format, 19V1.75A, 2.2 meters cable, Velcro fastener on the cable, 1 patch cord, 3 detachable antennas, stand mount, screwdriver for installation, documentation, warranty card. Case design: the router received an updated case design, although similar to the company's past models. Case material: matte black plastic. The overall dimensions of the main unit excluding antennas and cables are about 22 x 5 x 15 centimeters. It is necessary to more accurately evaluate the required space, taking into account the use of the complete delivery. It has the shape of a trapezoid and is equipped with rubber legs. The stand is mounted on one screw in one of two positions, on the bottom for vertical installation or on the rear panel for mounting on the wall. In the first case, you will need 19 x 11 centimeters on the table or shelf, and the wall mount scheme increases the overall depth of the structure to 9 centimeters. At the same time, the router itself can even be called small. Visually it looks more compact than other company models comparable in characteristics. Antennas: all 3 external antennas are mounted on the upper end. They have 2 degrees of freedom when choosing a position, and the length of the movable part, made of strong matte black plastic, is 14.5 centimeters. The weight of the router assembly with antennas and stand is about 800 grams. Note that laying the router horizontally on the table will not work, if only with the front side down, which makes no sense, since the cable connectors are on the back. The solution with the stand is probably designed not only to add something new to the design, but also to provide effective cooling of the electronic filling of the device, without allowing the ventilation grills to be blocked. The latter are located on the upper and lower ends and, of course, on the rear panel. On the sides, there is nothing on the left side, but on the right there are 5 buttons: turn on, off Wi-Fi, WPS, reset, do not accidentally press a smaller size, control the backlight, turn on the game accelerator. The function of this button can be changed in the settings. On the front side of the router are 3 indicator LEDs, Internet, Wi-Fi 2.4 GHz, Wi-Fi 5 GHz, and an ROG backlight unit of the original form, a diagonal strip and the logo of the series. The router supports Aura RGB technology, which means the use of multi-zone full-color backlighting for these elements, and status indicators. By the way, they blink when the corresponding interfaces are active, work in concert with additional backlight zones. At the back are the power supply input and the power button, USB 2.0 and 3.0 ports, a 1-port and 4 LAN ports. Note that all ports are Gigabit, but they do not have connection and activity indicators. We like the router for its new design, high-quality materials and, of course, lighting. Of the minuses, we note not very convenient holes for wall mounting on a stand. Hardware specifications. In its hardware configuration, the router is similar to the RTAC86U model, but, of course, it is worth repeating the characteristics here. The device runs on the Broadcom BCM4906 processor, 2 ARM Cortex-A53 cores, 1.8 GHz, has 512 MB of RAM and 256 MB of flash memory. The main processor also serves USB ports, one version 2.0 and the other version 3.0, and has a built-in network switch for 5 Gigabit ports. The radio blocks here are external and are connected to the processor via the PCI Express bus. For the 5 GHz band and the 802.11n AC protocols, the BCM4366C is responsible. At the same time, it works with 4 antennas, 3 external and 1 internal. For the 2.4 GHz band and 802.11b/G/N protocols, the BCM4365E chip is responsible, which uses a configuration with 3 antennas. Taking into account the protocols and advanced capabilities of Broadcom solutions, in particular, modulation of 1024 QAM, the manufacturer claims a maximum connection speed of 2167 megabits per second in the 5 GHz band, and 750 megabits per second in the 2.4 GHz band, which allows us to talk about the AC2900 class. Inside, on the circuit board, traditionally key microcircuits, in particular the processor, radio blocks, as well as amplifiers near the antennas and the USB 3.0 port, are closed by screens. For cooling, radiators are provided on both sides of the circuit board. The board has a console port, like most ASUS products. The backlight is installed on the second additional circuit board under the front of the router. The dozens of multicolor LEDs are controlled by a specialized Aura chip, which is often used on ROG series motherboards. Despite the fact that the considered model predominantly repeats the RTAC86U in its configuration, it still remains relevant for most users and their requirements: a powerful platform, Gigabit wired ports, class AC2900, USB ports. Especially when you consider that in fact, wireless adapters with more than a pair of antennas are rarely found in clients today, not to mention 802.11ax. But, perhaps, The device is most interested in its original Aura RGB backlight. This does not affect the real performance of the router, but it clearly allows you to stand out from a series of similar boxes with antennas. Moreover, the surcharge for this is relatively small. The only thing we would like to see in the next firmware is the ability to control the backlight from the computer. The model features also include an unusual stand-suspension design. The device will cope with the provision of internet access on tariff plans up to 1 gigabit per second inclusive. Moreover, you can simultaneously use numerous additional traffic processing functions. Wi-Fi also works without significant comments. Access to the USB drive is at the maximum available speed. A powerful processor allows you to get a fast and secure VPN channel. Also, the device may be interesting with additional firmware features oriented to players. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for watching.